If you use Binance.us, you don't want to go anywhere and you want to pay attention. I have moved all of my crypto and money off of that exchange, and you might want to consider doing the same. So, in this video, I will go over my reasons as to why, and it's pretty terrifying, not gonna lie. All right, so let's get right on into it. So, first off, what is Binance.us? Binance.us is not the regular one, right? Binance.us is a different company entirely. It says it right here. So they have the same logo, but they're not owned by the same company. Make that very, very clear. So what applies to one does not apply to the other. Now, if you've been in crypto for a long time like I have, you hear the words MtGox and you are terrified, right? And rightfully so, because back in 2013, they were managing 70% of all Bitcoin transactions worldwide. This was like the only place you can go to actually exchange crypto on an exchange. Now, they ended up losing 850,000 Bitcoins. That's an extremely high amount. I think that's like 5% of all Bitcoins that have ever been in circulation. So they were able to recover some of them, but not all of them. The point is, it made people lose a ton of confidence in the exchanges themselves, and it really had a massive, massive impact on the market. And of course, a lot of people lost a lot of money, and it was a very, very crappy situation for many, many, many people out there. So when I talk about any of these issues, you have to understand a lot of us old timers who have been around this market for a long time understand how crazy and how significant any sort of securities or any sort of exchanges, when they don't start communicating or there are some warning signs that exist, we get terrified. And I'm sorry, but I think we have damn good reason to be so. So let's go ahead and dive in and see what signs were there and why I ultimately decided to get out. So they have had an issue for a while where it took a long time to get verified on the exchange. So what that means is you would submit your documentation up and it would just sit there forever. And like this Reddit thread right here goes over it. Basically, they're sitting there waiting, hoping to finally get a response and get verified. Well, there are people who have been waiting to get verified for months, guys. Literally for months. You can go through here and look at all these. It's insane. Like this one right here, it's been literally waiting since January. This happened in what, April? So they waited for 3 months, and I still don't know if the Jaffo on Reddit actually did ever get verified. But understand, it is a very long time. Now, the reason as to why I was on Binance.us in the first place is because they actually had tremendously lower fees than Coinbase. And those fees made a lot of sense to me. They also had a lot of coins that I was looking for. So I was like, all right, this makes sense. Well, since I was already verified on the exchange, I really didn't have to worry about this process. I just made sure that other people who were trying to get in the market didn't go to Binance like that. Now, this is whenever I started becoming concerned. Then you start seeing a lot of Reddit threads like this, and they talk about how, 1 second. Sorry, I was going through some of the comments, reading them, and just, it's terrifying. This is a common thing that happens quite a bit. You can see it has 3,500 upvotes on this. They have $100,000 frozen on Binance in February, and they have taken numbers, everything else. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty crazy, right? $100,000 frozen on here. And when you go through these comments, you see there are a lot of people in this exact same situation. And it's terrifying, guys. It honestly is. So not only that, if you go to Reddit and start going around and checking out different threads, this is all over the place. There are a lot of people who cannot access their money or have withdrawals who are not going through. And to me, that screams MtGox like crazy, and I will not tolerate that. So I went ahead and went onto their Twitter account, and I started looking around, and then I noticed something else also extremely concerning. Now, if they retweet something, it's different, and this social media guy is going to get fired, and I'm going to show you why. Because most of their accounts right now, they don't allow commenting anymore. They don't allow commenting. Now, why would they not allow commenting on their things? Oh, we got one. Let's see why they wouldn't allow it. Oh, let me fix this real quick. The reason why is because everyone who comments is trying to get their assets out, and they can't. Funds are locked up, unable to withdraw. I've been waiting for help for verification. I've been waiting a month since 20. Wow, guys, like this is not okay. Like, look at this. Everything. I'm missing money from selling my crypto, and like I'm like, oh my gosh, this is terrifying, guys. It honestly is. So they had some other situations recently where, like KNC, for instance, on this deal, they disallowed any deposits or withdrawals on this token. That's a little bit concerning. And then a few days ago, I think it was yesterday actually, or 2 days ago, they actually stopped US dollar withdrawals. So this was the point where I said, yep, I'm out, because they stopped allowing US dollar withdrawals. They only allow crypto. So I was like, well, I guess I'm done with this exchange. And I pulled all of my money, every bit of my coins is out of that exchange. Thank God. And I will not be going back into this exchange. So once I pulled all my money out, I wanted to make sure everyone was aware. So I went to my Discord page and I posted on here and I started talking about it, right? And I also went on Twitter and I said, hey guys, if you're in this exchange, I would recommend pulling your crypto out, yada, yada, yada. And one of my followers, I'm not even that big, guys. I only have like 30 people on Twitter. And yet already one of my followers actually had an issue where he's been trying to gain his access to his money for 3 months. This isn't some random guy on Reddit. This is actually one of my Twitter followers. And then, not even that, I posted on my Facebook account as well. Look at this. One of my guys that I know personally says that he's been trying to get out for a month and they have not given him his $2,500 yet. Guys, this is terrifying. This is not okay, and we should not put up with that as a community. Like, I'm not doing it. Make that very clear. So I will go back to either Coinbase and pay my outrageous fees because that security is worth it. Or I may even go back old school and go back to Bitstamp or something. I don't know. The point is, I will not accept this, and I will not be back at this exchange. And guys, like obviously, it's your risk. It's your money. Y'all do what you want. But this is unnecessary. We already have enough risk in this market. Why would you take an additional risk of not being able to pull out your money? It doesn't make sense to me. So I won't be going back there. Y'all do what you want. So I will have this as a card for my video where I talk about exchanges. And I want to make sure that thing pops up there so no one else gets on here. So if you're in it, good luck. Oh, I do want to add something. Okay. There have been a lot of issues pulling out money, right? However, there's not an issue with pulling out crypto. So if you are going to pull crypto out of the exchange, that is working totally fine. I haven't had any issues with it yet, obviously, right? So I transferred about 20 different coins to my hard wallet, and it was pretty seamless. It worked pretty well, right? Now, if you try to transfer it into US dollar and then withdraw, that's where the issues are. So transfer your money directly from your wallet in Binance.us over to your hard wallet, and then it's your funds that you have total control over and no one else can access it, right? Because security of your coins is number one. You must always maintain your own keys and maintain your own like security of your own crypto, guys. Like there is no getting money back if it goes away. Make that extremely clear. There is no help desk for crypto. Once it's gone, it's gone. All right. So with that, I'm going to end the video. I know it's a lot different than what I normally do, but I really want to get this video out to talk to you guys about this. If y'all have questions, like always, hit me up in the chat. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of controversy and a lot of issues and comments and all that stuff about this, but I'm sorry, I've made my decision, and if you guys have additional information, I'm all about it. If you have issues with Binance.us, put them in the comments, guys. Like, I think this is a pretty serious thing, and I really do hope that maybe we get some sort of like legitimate response and not just like a one of those little automated messages, right? So awesome, guys. I'm going to let you go. Stay safe, and I will check you in the next video. Deuces, boys.